This is the 2014 squad of the Calder Cannons, often referred to as the football factory. And as a teenager here, Cameron Baird showed all the courage and the leadership that he would go on to display in battle.
He played footy exactly as I believe he would have been approached life as a soldier. Just fearless, dedicated, relentless, into packs and out of packs wouldn't worry him.
The headline writer had a sense of destiny when the lad from Gladstone Park Primary smashed an Australian discus record. In the same year, he captained the Victorian under-13 team to national champions, alongside a young Jonathan Brown. At the Calder Cannons, he left a lasting impression.
It was just a lovely guy, a good teammate, a good friend, and yeah, just one of those guys you go into battle with, I guess, and he was extremely courageous.
He was one that made you feel part of the group. Although you were young, you had a lot to learn. His compassion towards, more particularly the younger guys, is something unheard of.
He was a really good footballer, very Wayne Carey-like of his time, sort of had that waddle and very strong over his head.
Whatever, he'd jump over something, you make sure he jumped over an extra 2 feet. He was just that sort of young bloke, you know. He wanted to do everything the best he possibly could.
In this home video from 1998 of the Calder Cannons playing the Oakley Chargers, Cameron's the big number 27. No one there that day forgets his strength under pressure.
There was probably a minute to go and we were 5 points down, and remember we kicked it in from full back.
When you looked up downfield and you wanted somebody deep in the forward line under pressure to give it to you, gave it to Cameron Baird.
I ended up getting the ball through the middle, giving it to Jude Bolton.
Well, you just knew if he didn't mark, he'd bring it to the ground and he'd split the pack open and he'd clear a path.
Probably, I would have had a shot from about 40 out, I reckon, probably on a 45-degree angle, and went back and pressure cooker and put it home, yeah, and that was one to remember.
Amidst the celebrations, you can see Cameron's fist thrust into the air. The Calder Cannons are so proud of their boys who've been drafted by AFL clubs that their names are enshrined on the lockers beneath the number that they wore. At the time of the 1999 draft, Cameron had a shoulder injury and wasn't drafted by any AFL club. At the age of 18, he joined the Army. He was a fearless commando. He was 32 on his 5th deployment to Afghanistan when he died as he lived, forging a path for others. The death of Corporal Cameron Baird in Afghanistan on June 22nd last year was deeply felt by many, including his former footy teammates.
First thought was for his family.
Thought of disbelief, really.
He was a very good man, and yeah, it hurt.
To get that news was really saddening.
When I went to his funeral, caught up with a few of his comrades, and that they had some amazing stories, and just the things that he did for his mates, and I suppose that's what the Army's about. And it's no surprise to me, whatever he did at 110%. He wanted the best out of himself and the best from his mates.
2 months ago, Corporal Baird was posthumously awarded the nation's highest honour, the Victoria Cross.
A comrade who was with him testifies, "I have witnessed many acts of leadership and courage under enemy fire during my operational service. Corporal Baird's initiative, fearless tenacity and dedication to duty in the face of the enemy were exemplary and an absolute inspiration to the entire team. I was witness to the ultimate sacrifice."
At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
That minute's silence is really, for myself, was a time to think generally about what soldiers do and what people in previous years have done for us. But this year will be extra special. I'll be thinking of Cameron. It really gives a specific person now that I know of, and I knew when I was younger to think about the sacrifices that he did make.
When you sit back and reflect, if there was a way that young man would have liked to die, that would have been it. Just doing what he thought was best for his mates and for the Australian Army.
At the Calder Cannons, where the boys drafted into AFL clubs have their names immortalised, there's now one player who wasn't drafted into footy's big league.
Number 27, Corporal Cameron Baird VC. He did far more than win a game of football.